We all need
human beings are supposed to live in community.
Between yourself and the community, the
health of the community.
The maturity decides.
Mindset.
Hi. Hi, what's up? Nothing much.
I just feel so alone sometimes.
And you? Same.
Oh, come on, that was so fast. I mean, come on. Tell me how you are, not what you think I'm expected to hear.
Yeah, it's a hi-hello kind of relationship, like everyone has those relationships.
Most people just don't care shit. You know that the other person is just asking for the sake of courtesy. You really don't have time to listen to 50 people in a day telling you how they are.
That's how it is when you don't really know someone.
It's just interaction for the sake of interaction, without really all that much content.
Small talk is perhaps the first way of interacting.
There are a few other ways to start a conversation.
Whether I myself can step out of my comfort zone talking to that person. It is perhaps that one does not go beyond small talk, which creates this, oh, this might be superficial.
We all need people.
Human beings are supposed to live in communities, and living well with people around you that's the whole point of life.
And there's so little you can really know about yourself without this constant feedback from others. I think that's what people miss. People who isolate themselves. They miss out on really getting to know themselves. It's our ability to develop each other and grow from each other. And here in MUWCI we have so much potential. As a community, because we're a community, to work together towards something, we could be making so much more of a difference than if we were just a bunch of individuals. 200 teenagers in this hill in rural Maharashtra.
Here in MUWCI, I think you really see how what you do wrong harms people, and that's why people don't do it. That's why it works. In a state, you don't have a meeting where everyone says what annoys them, and here you really hear it. You have a college meeting.
It's basically that the maturity decides what is right and what is wrong. At times the minority is right. It's not so that I should just be like everybody else because I happen to be a part of this MUWCI community.
There are overlaps between many smaller communities, and there is a bigger community, but the importance of that fluctuates relative to the smaller communities, which overlap.
In MUWCI there's lots of these groups of close friends.
Close bonds and close ties and whatnot, they're rare.
It becomes like maybe a tribe kind of thing, and it isolates everybody else. I don't think that's very pleasant at all, especially if you're living in a small community like MUWCI.
In MUWCI sometimes we see it's too extreme.
You do share more with people who you obviously have a common ground with.
That I like that whole big group does not mean that I like everyone personally.
But this whole creation of friend groups and cliques and whatnot, they're completely detrimental to the health of the community as a whole. Social groups, that automatically create segregation.
I feel like in a sense that's where we fail so much in this community, that people fall and there's no one to catch them. And people fall and there's no one to bring them up and there's no one to be there. And I feel like so much of the time we're so engrossed in ourselves here.
Because individuals ultimately make up a community, interaction on that kind of level may be of equal importance as the public display of opinions. My preferred sphere of influence in the community is the one which I'm able to communicate the most effectively and honestly, as it's often more personal and authentic.
I think being part of the bigger community is not, in the context of MUWCI, or not only leading this or that or coordinating this event or not. Being part of the community is a mindset, is an attempt to try and negotiate compromise with as many people as possible.
Everyone owes something to a place like this, and as soon as people start to realize that, and as soon as people start to get out of their individualistic ruts and start to focus more on how a place like this, a place that they love, a place that has given them so much, can be furthered, then real change is going to be brought about. But until then, we're going to be stuck.
You can't just come here for yourself.
The more people decide against attempting to find compromise in the bigger group, the more this ability of the community to do extraordinary things will become diminished.
There has to be an active movement towards building a community. It doesn't just happen on its own. A sense of giving everything that you have to this place. The community has a responsibility as well to bring people out, to encourage people to come and to create an open environment.
Everybody should just do what they feel comfortable with.
The individual merges with the community, sacrificing truly personal opinions. If you can't maintain a difference between yourself and the community, then no.
Community. There's this very good saying from His Holiness the Dalai Lama that we went to the moon and back and we conquered all the space, but we cannot go to the next door to say hello for our neighbours.
Why can't we all just get along? We're so obsessed with our differences.
Yeah.